Okay, so what we have working here so far is a Raspberry Pi A+. I'm still using an external power source just so I don't have to worry about whether I have the 5 volts regulated correctly. And I'm using an Ethernet connection so I can talk to it from my laptop. And then we have a little 3.3 volt to 5 volt converter here. And that just basically lets me talk to the serial port on the Roomba. And I also have a 5 volt regulator set up so that I can set that 5 volt threshold. And then you can just see that we just plug directly into the port here. And then on my laptop, I have my elixir terminal up and running. And I've opened the terminal for the speed of 57,600. And so now we're going to go ahead and just hit the power button on the Roomba, see what happens. Nothing. And let's just try this real quick. Let's just say we're going to just send the clean command. I don't know if this will do anything. Oh, it does. Triggers a clean cycle. So cancel that. And then if we send like a spot command, you can see it flashes differently. That's the song it plays when you tell it to do a spot cleaning. But I have been having a hard time if I actually try to go through a normal set of commands. Like what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to send a start command, and then you're supposed to send a control command, and then put it into full control mode. And then if I said something like drive, I'm just gonna send it the special case of driving straight. That should be telling the Roomba to do something, but obviously it's not doing anything. So it seems like I'm getting some communication. And also, when I first powered on the Roomba, it sent back over the serial port a whole bunch of data that you can see here. Well, I'll bump up the text size here a little bit. But essentially, when I first powered up the Roomba, it sent over a bunch of information about the Roomba board revision, and I can see that this is a Roomba 440 and some other things. So clearly the communication from the Roomba to the Pi is working in some cases, and from the Pi to the Roomba is working in some cases, like initiating a clean cycle or a spot cycle. But other commands, the custom commands of just driving the motors, blinking LEDs, stuff like that, does not seem to be working yet. So I still have some work to do.